Starts now with a weather alert.
Folks, we are not done yet. We are dealing with rain and wind events that I can only describe as a super soaker saturation event.
Tonight, devastation in Pajaro and the potential for more as Monterey County Sheriff Tina Nieto shares her concerns about flooding. During a press conference today, the small town of Pajaro submerged after a nearby levee was breached, flooding the town, leaving streets and cars underwater. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. More than 1,000 people were forced to evacuate from their homes as a result of that flooding in the town that borders right up against Watsonville and sits along the Santa Cruz and Monterey County line. The levee was breached around midnight overnight, with the Water Resources Board saying efforts to stop the flow ultimately failed. The breach itself, according to multiple agencies, is about 120 feet in size. It's flowing uncontrolled now and is expected to remain that way until some temporary protections are put in place. Dozens of people had to be rescued, but so far no injuries have been reported or deaths. Tonight, there's concerns in South Monterey County, too, as a timeline of when the Salinas River could peak along major cities was described during the press conference today.
So from Paso Robles all the way down to the King City pedestrian bridge, the peak has arrived. So our next concern is when will the peak flows reach Soledad? It's currently forecasted on March 12th at 11 a.m., Chular on the 13th at 10 a.m., and Spreckles on the 14th at 4 a.m. Again, these are forecasted. We'll be watching these very closely.
Multiple agencies are still investigating the breach at this hour. There were also some concerns the Nixle alert system didn't notify people about the flooding and the urgent need to evacuate exactly when the levee breached. The county's looking into that at this moment.